tonight by special request from that boy I like. Well, sometimes like. Anyways, it's kind of a tedious process, so it's pretty good to do like on a Saturday or a day that you're just kind of bored because there are several steps. They're easy, but you know, it's just a little time consuming. So you're going to start with some dates. Let me show you what they look like. So at Walmart, at Kroger, whatever, you can get these dates. They're the medjool dates, and I always get the pitted ones just because it's easier than try to pit them because they're very sticky, and they just kind of look like a gigantic raisin. So you're going to need about 8 to 9 of those. It's 5 ounces if you're a measurer. And you're going to take them and put them in your blender. And then you're going to add 3 ounces of cashews. It's about 3/4 of a cup of just raw, unsalted cashews. And then you're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And you're going to add about 3/4 to a 1/4 cup of just plain old water. You want to start with 3/4 of a cup, and you just want to make sure everything is completely covered. So depending on what y'all use, you may have to use a full cup, like I have to. Then you're just going to put the lid on it and let it sit for 45 minutes until everything in there gets all nice and soft. So see y'all in 45. Hey y'all, so it's been about 45 minutes. Things are getting kind of soft. You know, for future reference, you can put hot water in here and cut that time in half so it doesn't have to sit as long. So now you're just going to pulse it until it's all, blend it until it's all smooth. You may have to scrape down the sides and add more water if it's too thick. Now, to get it like the perfect consistency to really use it as an icing, gotta taste it. It's really good. Put it in the freezer for a couple hours. So I'm gonna scrape this out into a bowl, pop it in the freezer, and then get back with y'all on the steps to making the actual carrot cake. We have here 1.5 cups of your unsweetened, unflavored plant milk of your choice. Non-dairy, of course. And to that, you're going to add some dates, some more dates that are kind of cut up. Stick those puppies in there. You want 4 ounces, about 7 to 8. I think that was 6 because these were some big old dates Stevie brought me. You're going to add to that 1/2 of a banana that's sliced up. And then you're going to add 1/4 cup of raisins. And then some vanilla, a teaspoon of vanilla. So you're just going to add all that. Here's my finger. And you're going to let it sit for 15 minutes. So we'll see y'all in 15. Hey, okay, so we're back. And so now we have our oats. This is 1 3/4 cups of oats that I have just ground into a flour because Lord have mercy, have I got the flours in there? I don't want to buy another flour. I already buy oats, just grind them up. I mean, unless you just want to have all these different kind of specialty flours hanging around, more power to you. So you dump that in a bowl, and you're going to add 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of cloves. Dump that in there. I'm just going to give that a quick whisk. Get it all happy. Break up any clumps. And that's the only flour we use in this recipe is the oats. Nothing else. Set that aside. Now we have our softened goodies from a while ago. The milk, the dates, the raisins, the bananas, the vanilla. We're going to pour that into here very carefully. I'm going to go to the sink because y'all seen some videos by now and know I kind of make a mess. I think I'm going to spoon the rest because I don't trust them. Okay. Dump put that in there. Oop, a raisin escaped. Drop a raisin, pick it up. It kills dogs. Raisins and grapes, bad. Okay. That splashed everywhere. That's why I wear an apron. So now you're going to blend it up until it's smooth. And it won't take long because that's why we let it sit so it gets all soft and happy. Oh, by the way, preheat your oven to 350. I'm so bad about reminding y'all to do that. So now, we're not going to use that. We're going to take a wooden spoon. Steve gets on to me for talking when I walk away, so I'm trying to remember to talk directing this way. And we are going to shake this off a little bit. Very creamy, very yummy. We're going to pour this into our dry. And we're going to stir it up. Sorry, I can't stand to leave any behind. I watch Food Network and they leave so much left in the bowl and stuff. I'm like, what? Scrape that out. Okay. So we're going to stir it up. This is not one of those crazy recipes where I have to warn you not to overmix. I feel like everything I'm saying is constantly, don't overmix. Just stir that puppy up. And I'm actually going to make cupcakes out of this. You can make it into a loaf, in a loaf pan if you want to. You can just do it in an 8x8 like square pan. I can't do that one right now because it currently has cobbler in my refrigerator that Steve is munching on. Or you can make it into like a round cake pan. That's sticky. Just a second. Okay. Now we have the carrots because it's carrot cake. So I just put this in my food processor. If you don't have a food processor, I guess you can hand grate it. Oh, it will take a really long time, but it's a 1.5 cups of grated carrots. And then if you want to, this is optional, you can do a 1/2 cup of raisins and 2 ounces, about a 1/2 cup of chopped walnuts. I'm just going to fold all that in. I think the bowl I chose is not quite big enough. So I have a cupcake pan with some liners in there. And I actually use my cookie scoop. You can use a couple spoons if you want to. To me, this is just easier. About 2 scoops of cupcake. Now we're going to bake it. If you're baking it like in an 8x8 pan, it is going to take about 40 to 45 minutes. The cupcakes take about 25 to 30 minutes. And then in a loaf pan, it's going to take 50 to 55 minutes. And you want to decrease that milk a little bit. So, pop these puppies in. See y'all in 30. Hey y'all. They actually took a little less than the 25 to 30 minutes for the cupcakes. They were actually only in there about 22 minutes. Toothpick in, comes out clean. You do want to let them sit for 10 minutes in the pan to cool. And then after that, put them on a wire rack to cool completely because you don't want to ice them when they're warm because then the icing just melts right off. So we're going to cool these puppies completely and then ice them with the icing that we made earlier. And that's it. That is your carrot cake cupcakes that I made, or you can make it into a cake. Be sure to like, subscribe, ring our bell, and share with your friends. And enjoy eating yummy, 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 yummy food because the cure is in the cupboard.